Good evening, YouTube. You're not done with me this weekend just quite yet. If you remember a while back, I did a little unboxing video on something outside of the usual Transformers realm, and it had to do with hockey. And I thought this would give me a chance to wear this thing one last time after. Well, let's not just talk about it, anyways. Okay, so restaurant swag, Tim Hortons, hockey stuff. We got more hockey stick lockers, baby. Round 2. I thought this was going to be a one-off with the first 6 that they did back sometime during COVID, I think it was. Or maybe it was before. You know what? I don't remember. Everything is just running together anymore. But they got 6 more players in 6 more lockers. And I've already taken them out of the boxes and looked at them. But I just thought I would show you the new ones and what they're all about. So let's take a look. So if you'll remember, the original lineup of Tim Hortons hockey stick lockers from back in whenever that was now that I can't remember, the 6, we have them right here, the originals. We have Alexander Ovechkin, Mitch Marner, Nathan MacKinnon, Carey Price, Sidney Crosby, and Connor McDavid. Some of the game's biggest stars, obviously Crosby and McKinnon, because they're both Tim Hortons guys that star in the commercials and are kind of their spoke skaters, let's call them. So that was the original lineup. Now, we'll just move those over here, and I'll reveal them to you one by one, in kind of my order from least desired to most desired, I would guess. First up was a Dirty Hab, Shea Weber. Number 6, defenseman. This is what the locker looks like inside. The stick, which is a Bauer. Bauer Total 1. So that there is Weber. Then we had Elias Pettersson from the Vancouver Canucks, number 40. He is a forward of some sort. I think he's a winger. Doesn't really say. Yeah, I don't think he's a centerman. What's he rocking here? You can hardly tell with the blue writing. Another sort of Bauer. So there is his. We then had Patrice Bergeron, centerman for the Boston Bruins. He's got the CCM tax, which I appreciate. I'm a big tax fan, especially the skates. My skates they refuse to die. They are so old, but so awesome. It was nice to see the as much as I hate the Bruins, it was nice to see them get a stick in there because, you know, you like to see the original 6 represented, if you can. Next up, Connor Hellebuyck, the goalie for the Winnipeg Jets right now. Pretty cool stick, all white with little bits of blue. It's a True, which is a newer brand, which I see a lot of guys using now. Although I'm not that familiar with it personally. Next up, another Oiler, Leon Draisaitl, number 29. And he is using some sort of Warrior. And there you have it. Ooh, and ah. And save him for last because he's the best of the bunch. Austin McMatthews. No, he's just Matthews, not McMatthews. Don't be confused by my tomfoolery. And he's got some sort of CCM as well. Really faint red lettering and stuff like that. So, yeah, so that is the newest batch. And then, just, you know, to give you an idea between the first and second batch. For example, the 2 Leaf ones, you can see some slight differences in the lettering and stuff. Like Marner's got kind of the border around his number, whereas Matthews is just a filled in one. But otherwise, you know, the designs are pretty much the same. In terms of inside, I don't think there's much difference. Pretty much exactly the same type, except, oh, I didn't notice that this time. Now they have autographs inside in
the first batch there they didn't. So that is new. So that's probably the main thing, is just a little bit different look on the outside of the locker, plus the autographs. So there are your latest 6 guys. Now, if we put them all together, let's do this. There is the full collection. I like the players they've chosen so far. You got, obviously, I said Sid and McKinnon you have to have because they're Tim Hortons guys. Price, because he's one of the best goalies in the league and he's a Hab. The Habs have to be represented. McDavid, best young player in the game, and of course the Oilers, a Canadian team. Marner, obviously, for the Leafs. Ovechkin, because he's one of the game's best scorers over the past 15 years, however long he's been in the league, and he's it's kind of Sid versus Ovi, right? Like, that's the big rivalry there. With the latest batch, it was nice that they did another Leaf, another Oiler, because those are my 2 favorite teams. They did another Hab, and they got a few new teams on the board as well. Two more Canadian teams, with Vancouver and Winnipeg in the mix, which I liked. And then, of course, Bergeron from Boston to represent another original 6 team. So if they keep doing this, I would like to see, I guess, first and foremost, the rest of the original 6 and the rest of the Canadian teams kind of rounded out over time. I think the only Canadian teams that haven't been represented yet are Calgary and Ottawa. Now Ottawa kind of stinks, but you could put Connor Brown. I would if they have a Tkachuk stick for either Calgary or Ottawa. I don't know, like, I probably will buy it just to have the complete set, but it will be one of those things where I kind of resent it at the time, But Ottawa, they could have a Connor Brown, or they'll probably have Stützle. That would be a good choice for them. And then for Calgary, it would probably be like Gaudreau or something like that. And I think that's all the Canadian teams then, because we got Edmonton, Toronto, Montreal, Winnipeg, Vancouver. That's 5, and there's 7 total. Yeah, so it's just those 2 Canadian teams that haven't been represented with Calgary and Ottawa. And then original 6, Leafs, Habs, Bruins. Yeah, so there's still 3 that need to be represented there, with the Rangers. The Blackhawks don't have a stick yet. That's weird. And the Red Wings. So, yeah, I mean, Blackhawks, take your pick, right? Taves, Kane, Keith, whoever you want there. Red Wings, they'd probably do Dylan Larkin or something like that. And Rangers, probably, Zibanejad or something like that. So, that's kind of what I'd like to see. If like I said, I don't know if they're going to keep doing this. I don't know if this is just kind of I thought it was a one-off thing originally, but then they did this second round, so who knows? But I can't see them doing this indefinitely for a long time. But even if they do another round or 2, I'd like to have those ones represented, and they'll probably continue to have more Leafs and Oilers and Habs in it because they're such popular teams. If they do go with the more Leafs, it's kind of who do you go with, right? I could see Tavares being next. I could see Morgan Rielly. I could see one of the goalies, but now it's like, who do you put in there? Do you put Fred or do you put Jack? So there's a number of guys there that they could do for Toronto, and for Edmonton. Well, I'm not sure who they do next. Probably the Nuge or something like that. And then Montreal, yeah, who knows with them too. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they do another round, and if they do another round, who's going to be in there. But either way, if there is another round, I will be purchasing and I will be posting yet another video. So until the next time around, have a great week coming up, and we will be back soon enough.